On our last episode of Onboard Lifestyle, the crew stayed focused and finished the hit-and-run damage to basic in 6 days. With the repair done, we have just enough time for one more swim and prep for our departure. So that's where we will pick up our story.
All checked out and we are all set. The funny thing was she told us right before we head out of here tomorrow to go and check out what flags they have flying. If it's red, she says do not go out there. If it's yellow, it's an okay for us to go. So that's kind of funny because we already knew that it's going to be a great day with southerlies and we should be fine. But it's just nice to know that they are looking out for us. The other thing that we never really talked about is this is actually our first time here at El Cid, and we just wanted to try this one out this time around instead of going into Marina Mazatlán. Number one being that we weren't planning on staying here very long and we wanted to check out the pools. It's nicer for Emma to have something to do since we can't jump into the water here. And you know, the pricing is exactly the same as Marina Mazatlán, only you get a little bit more fun. The bad thing is it is kind of surgy here, and maybe that's why we got hit, who knows. But it's just nice to experience something new, even though we've been here before. We had never been here before. Changes all the time.
What if the world had more of your smile? What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars. Maybe the birds will sing about your heart. Maybe the trees will whisper the word. Maybe the sun will spread your joy to the ones who lost their hope.
Okay, how far to go?
189.1 nautical miles left.
Hey, we're almost there. Well, we will be by tomorrow evening. Trust me, see the plug.
Get that fish!
Crossing the Sea of Cortez is fairly predictable. Winds are typically light to calm all evening and will pick up late morning, giving you a nice sail for the majority of the day, only to lay back down as the sun sets. Our float plan is to leave early morning, running the engines to get as far offshore as possible, then hoist the sails for the day and hope the winds hold up as long as possible. The winds filled in nicely, only a bit higher angle than we'd hoped. This forced basic north of the rum line, which was fine because we knew that the winds would swing further south as the day progressed. We had had all-night sails across the sea before, but not today. As the sun was setting, so was our chance to keep the sails full. We left the main up and furled in the headsail for the evening as we settled into our night shift routine. The evening was uneventful, and we motor sailed in calm conditions throughout the night. Overall, this passage was textbook. Our push north added 15 nautical miles to this leg as we covered 205.1 nautical miles in 32.5 hours at an average speed of 6.3 knots.
finally had to drop the sail, huh?
Well,
The wind went down. It's like nothing. Look at this. The flag isn't even moving.
I know. But it looked pretty while I was up.
Hey man, this thing performed very nicely last night. We averaged over 10 knots.
10?
Oh, sorry. Did I say 10 knots? I want 10 knots. Huh?
We averaged 6.2 knots for the passage.
Hey, that's good. Because we weren't anticipating anything more than 5.5 at the most. And the winds just kind of picked up more.
So we get a anchor in the daylight.
Woo!
And look at that. There's the Baja Peninsula. Shrouded in fog, it looks like.
Just a little haze. We made landfall.
We dropped the hook at Ensenada de los Muertos in 19 feet of clear blue water, looking forward to getting a bit of rest before exploring this historic anchorage.
What do you think?
I'm thinking,
We're back in
yeah,
our most favorite
You
side.
can feel the humidity change already. It just feels drier and hotter. Even though we got, look at this, the wind just breeze picked up right as we came in.
That always is the case.
I know, it's nice though.
But look at this water. It's cold, but look how beautiful it is.
Haven't been here in a while, have we?
No, it's been a while.
Okay, let's get settled in.
What if the world had more of your smile? What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars. Maybe the birds will sing about your heart. Maybe the trees will whisper the word. Maybe the sun will spread your joy to the ones who lost their hope.
Here we are, Ensenada de los Muertos. Beautiful, beautiful anchorage. It's quiet all night. You hear Compass in the background. He's excited because this is the first time in a while that he has seen a sandy beach.
Are y'all ready yet?
Come on! Compass is anxious. It's been a long time that he hasn't been on land in a while.
He's excited.
Come on!
I'm coming.
This
I'm
is
coming.
like his thing. He loves nice sandy beaches. It's been a long time since he's been on a nice sandy beach.
And that looks inviting. I know he's excited. Let's get going then.
Compass, let's go! You excited? This place brings back so many memories. The last time Teal and I were here was obviously a long time ago, but I don't think like much has changed. I mean, it's still a pretty quiet harbor, a beautiful harbor, but there's
Just a
really
couple new homes.
yeah, just a couple new homes.
The restaurant changed.
The
It used to be.
The
remember what it
restaurant
used to be?
originally was yes, the Giggling Marlin. Now it's I don't know what it's called, but it's still here.
Caldron or something.
So we're gonna have to test it out. We have many good memories there, waiting for good weather to either hop
Remember?
across or head to La Paz. But yes, I do remember.
Yes, I do too.
gonna go on a little field trip and learn a little bit more about the history of this area. But first, I gotta clean my room a little bit. Ashore in the sheltered head of Muertos Cove lie the remains of a stone wharf and adjacent stone warehouse that are now historic landmarks. The place name Muertos refers to the 6 train axles that were buried in the bottom of the cove in the 1920s. These buried, called dead man anchors or muertos, served to secure 2 big barges that came alongside the stone wharf and loaded ore that had arrived by train from the silver mines up at El Triunfo. It was interesting to walk the ruins of a once busy seaside port, wondering about the activity this place once saw, wondering about the people that worked here, and wondering what happened to the families when this port went away.
Well, it's early morning. Had another wonderful night here at Ensenada de los Muertos. But it's time to start heading towards La Paz. It's going to be not a long day, 40 some miles, but we're going to have to get an early start. We have 2 channels to go through, the Saraval channel and then the San Lorenzo channel. Both are notorious for square waves, big currents, and horror stories. But we're picking the right day, and this is the day where it's going to be calm going through there. We should have a nice leisurely sail. Wind's not in our favor yet. We should have it in our favor the second half of the day. And you know, our decision's not alone. I'm seeing this anchorage is going to clear out this morning. Already 2 boats have left. I talked to some others and they're all heading out as well. So this is the day to get through there. It's not like it's treacherous, but you just want to pick a good calm day and, you know, let the tides and winds be in your favor, not against you. So we'll get going here in about 15 minutes. Girls are getting ready right now. Sun's not up yet, but we are.
Thanks for watching this week's episode of Onboard Lifestyle. If you liked our video, don't forget to give us a like and remember to subscribe to our channel. These videos are made possible by the support of our amazing patrons. Join our crew if you can. After our delay in Mazatlán, we are all excited to be back on the Baja Peninsula. This crew is ready to start our summer season exploring the beautiful Sea of Cortez. Come back next week to see what we find. See you then!